Yo, what up, YouTube? It's the young gunner, DJ G-Wiz. Welcome to the weekend. It's Friday. So, it's been a week. Glad I made it back in town on Tuesday. We got a chance to cook up on Wednesday. The loop was cool. Nothing crazy. Yesterday, I talked about, attracting women. Something I normally don't talk about on this channel because that's really not what this channel is for. I feel like we have enough of that content. I just kind of put my 2 cents into that subject for once. May do a couple more in the future, but that's not the content I want. I know it does get a lot of views and attention, but that's not what we're doing here. We're we're trying to do something bigger than that, because if you have everything under control and you got your career, you've got your passion, your purpose, you're in the gym, you're eating right, everything else will come. But just getting back from the gym, just got a chance to grab something to eat. Now I'm just, trying to clean up. I hate not having, a clean place, but it's besides the point. Anyways, today I wanted to talk about the dreams we had when we were kids. All those childhood dreams. For me growing up, I've always dreamt of being some type of athlete or involved with music, some kind of way. As you guys know, I've been a part of music my entire life. There's never been a point in my life where I wasn't involved with music. As a child, I was in, the church choir. When I could walk and talk, I was playing drums for the church. When I got to school, I was playing in the school band all the way through high school. When I got out of high school, I was DJing heavy and producing, and now mainly just producing. So I'm living my dream. Maybe not on the big scale that, of course, as a kid you dream of, but I'm living my dream. So that makes me believe, like, what are other people doing? Because I know other people had dreams and they never did anything with them. So my question to you is whatever happened to that dream that you had when you were a kid, when you were 5, 6, 7 years old? Now, with that 5, 6, or 7 year old, you be proud of the person who you've become or who you grew into. Ask yourself that. Now, we all know life happens. We know things happen that kind of derail us. But why is it that we get derailed from our plans and our goals? Why couldn't we fulfill our dreams? Maybe our dreams were a little bit too high, but why couldn't we follow up with our dreams? I know I'm living my dream, and I'm grateful for that. It just always brings me back to this idea as well. When you were a child, what were you missing in your life? Who did you need in your life when you were 5, 6, or 7 years old? For me, I feel like I needed a big brother or a big sister. So I feel like I need to be a big brother, or big, can be a big sister, but a big brother or big cousin to someone out there. And that's going to be my goal, I guess, from now on, until infinity, because 5, 6, 7-year-old me needed more guidance. I've always had, good parents, uh, and good, I guess, leadership, but it always came from people that were much, much older, never people that were like a couple years older than me. So I would love to mentor, the youth, because I needed someone to have conversations with and to push me harder and to, I don't know, just kind of show me the ways of how to, deal with people, deal with certain situations. Maybe, I don't know, but that's what I needed. So my challenge to you guys out there is, maybe you're not living your dream. Maybe you wanted to be, I don't know, a figure skater or a professional athlete. And maybe you only made it to high school level. But I'm challenging you guys to be that person that you needed when you were a child to someone else. Because as you know, the world's going to keep turning, time is going to keep moving. And before you know it, we may never have the chance to have the impact that we really want. So we got to start today. We can't wait, for the perfect opportunity when we got all the time in the world, when when our situations are in doubt. But what if we could just give a few hours, maybe to the neighborhood kids that are across the street? Maybe we could just throw the ball, or, help them with their bike, or I don't know. I just feel like we could all do a little bit more, to help out the community. And like I said, I've been guilty of neglecting the youth, but maybe I should spend more time with the youth as well, to donate, give back time, maybe just, be a better community servant. Because I tell you what, Loudoun County has been good to me, as far as, giving me everything I needed as a child. Um, but that's all I got today. You guys, I was kind of rambling today. Make sure you enjoy your weekend. We'll be back on some music this weekend. And be safe. Love you guys. I'll catch up with you guys later. It's the Young Gunner DJ G-Wiz, and we out.